Hi everyone, my name is Gamu and this is Africana Diary. If you're here for the first time, thank you so much for joining me today, and if you're back, thank you for coming back. And yeah, so in today's video I am going to be talking about 7 ways to get out of a rut. Now I'm sure you can all relate to this. We have all been there where we just feel a complete lack of motivation. You don't feel like doing anything and you just want to lay in bed all day. Well, how do you get back on your feet? Stick around to find out what has worked for me, and I hope it will work for you too. My first tip is to honor the emotion. So that is when you actually acknowledge that you're in a rut, or you're feeling low on motivation, or just melancholic, or whatever it is that you're going through. It's important for you to honor the emotion so that you can start to take steps towards becoming better and getting back to yourself again. So yeah, that's the first tip. My second tip is to push the reset button. Now this looks different for every person. It might mean going away from your usual place of being. It might mean going to get a new hairstyle or a new haircut, maybe changing around some furniture in your house, rearranging your furniture, just doing something to kind of give you a fresh slate and a fresh start. So that's my second tip. Push the reset button, whatever way works for you. So in this channel, we've talked about routines and planning and that sort of thing. And actually soon I will be sharing my personal morning and evening routines. But before we even get into routine or any planning, something that is absolutely critical is to get enough sleep. And this is such a sticky subject for me because I am a serial insomniac. I really struggle with my sleep, and I am aware that 80% of my lack of motivation is because of not getting enough sleep. Don't listen to the myths about needing 2 or 4 hours. You know, people brag about this, oh, I can live on 4 hours of sleep. What you're probably doing is just making sure that you will sleep permanently sooner. So stop depriving yourself of sleep. Sleep is important. As an adult, you should get between 7 and 9 hours of sleep every night. So please make sure you're getting enough sleep, and you will definitely see a change in your productivity and your general sense of motivation. Another important thing that pulls me out of a rut is the people around me, the people in my life. Make sure you're investing the time, energy, and effort into life-giving relationships. And I understand that not all of your friendships or relationships are that way. I suppose you have to kind of be honest with yourself. And it's okay to pull back if you just need to recharge your batteries, but don't pull back from absolutely everyone. Still have people that you can confide in, people who care about you, people who are looking out for you, and they can definitely affirm you and encourage you and get you to be back on your feet again. So please cultivate good relationships. Don't isolate yourselves from everyone. I can imagine, like, especially with people living alone or people living far away from their families, it can be tempting to just live in a little cloud or bubble of your own. So try by all means to not do this, and to remain in touch with people and open up when you're struggling, because the people who care about you will definitely step up to help you to get back on your feet. My next point is something that you should do on a daily basis, and that's to allow yourself to rest. You literally need to be scheduling in time to rest. I know so many people who are literally workaholics. They forget to eat, they forget to rest because they're just glued to their work for ages. I mean, it's amazing to be doing something you love, but you should still be taking care of yourself. You should be taking breaks to eat, of course, and also scheduling in time to rest. Literally set an alarm for a time that you're supposed to rest each and every day, so that you do not overlook the time to just sit down every single day and recharge. This also helps you to avoid being burnt out. So it's important to be taking the daily break, and then of course to be taking leave and just some time off from everything. My next tip is to prioritize and be intentional with your goals. I've realized that for me, when I'm in a rut, it's usually because I've got so much work to do, and then I end up not doing anything at all because it's also overwhelming. So try to sit down, write everything down, and try to see what you can put on the back burner for now, what needs to be done ASAP, and what you can do over a longer period of time. It might seem so simplistic, but it's such a game changer, and you realize that you're putting effort maybe in something that is not that important or not that urgent, or even something that you can delegate. So just take a look at your to-do list and see what you can and see what you can do to make your life easier and get you to actually do something. Something else that I realized is with your to-do list for each day, make sure that it's realistic. There's no point in having a list of 10 things to do and getting nothing done. It's better to have I have at least 3 things on my to-do list every day and make sure that I complete those 3 things. And it's just easier for me to get things done if I have fewer stuff to do rather than having this long list and then getting nothing done because I'm so overwhelmed. And always start with the hardest thing. That's another pro tip for productivity. Start with the hard thing, get that out of the way, and then start with the smaller tasks, maybe the ones that are more enjoyable or easier as you go along. My last tip to get out of a rut is to go back to your whys. Now, if you don't have any whys, you have to sit down and write down why you do what you do. What's the reason behind everything that you're doing? What's the purpose? What's the motivation? What are you trying to accomplish? Who are you trying to reach? What kind of difference are you trying to make in the world? You have to have those things written down, because at a time when you're feeling low on motivation, going back to those things and reading those things, going back to your place of passion, to your place of motivation, is going to get you motivated again. So I encourage you, if you haven't already, please do it. This always helps me to go back to just reading the reasons why I do what I do, and it just helps me to get back on my feet. So I hope this works for you too. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. It's been really great. I hope that you found it helpful, and look out for the rest of the videos in this series in this month, where I'm going to be talking about toxic positivity, the imposter syndrome, as well as mindset shift. I'm also going to introduce something new on my channel, which are going to be commentary videos, so look out for that. And in the meantime, you can watch the rest of my videos. Okay, no, seriously though. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share it with your friends so that more people can also figure out, hopefully, how to get out of a rut. Until next time, bye!